Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Montana. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Odafe Oweh so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Montana setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Montana. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 27 yards there, a first down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A swing pass here to Edwards. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Jackson. Going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Play action. It's Montana. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his left. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And some room to work. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
They'll run for it with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll go option to the short side, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
We changed it.
Now Jackson. Man open, it's Moss, complete. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Real quick.
Jackson on first down. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm gonna go.
To throw again is Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. To throw is Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Hey, middle.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, report. Hey, middle.
And Jackson throwing once more. Over the middle to Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Edwards. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Change it. Hey, Ozzy! Hey! Hey, Ozzy! Sit up!
Now it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Well, we changed it. Hey! Hands up! You.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, looking for Andrews downfield. And he's got it inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Mark Andrews, 47 yards. And the Jaguars have evened the ball game with a chance to take the lead here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw...
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Harold Carmichael, 75 yards. And the Bengals have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
After the sack on first down, Jackson is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Jaguars have tied the ball game with a chance to go ahead now in the final seconds of the third quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Jags are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they've got it just 2 yards away from the end zone. They'll have it 1st and goal here from the 2-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Again, it's Cook, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Able to complete to Moss. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They'll look to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he